Every journey has a beginning, but only the brave dare to sail beyond the storm. The trailer opens with the endless ocean, dark and violent, waves crashing as thunder shakes the sky. A lone ship is tossed against the storm, its sails snapping in the wind. The sound design pulls us into chaos, wood creaking, rain hammering, the distant echo of voices. Suddenly silence cuts in, and we see a close-up of Luffy's straw hat floating on the water. Quick flashes of season 1 memories strike the screen like lightning, Luffy grinning as he stretches his fist, Zoro drawing his swords in the heat of battle, Nami standing with tears in her eyes, Sanji's burning kick, Usopp's nervous but determined aim. Each image appears for only a second, leaving viewers breathless. Remembering the bond these characters forged, a low drumbeat begins. The storm fades into a softer, glowing horizon. A mysterious island silhouette rises in the distance, suggesting unknown adventures ahead. The narrator whispers, "The seas are wilder, the dangers are greater, and the story has only just begun." The camera shifts to a wide shot of the Straw Hat ship sailing toward the light. Their shadows stand strong on deck. Then, slowly, bold words burn across the screen. The Straw Hat's journey continues. The music swells, mixing hope with danger, and the sound of a distant roar hints at threats waiting ahead. The screen fades from darkness into blinding sunlight. The storm has passed, but the sea is no calmer. It stretches endless, shimmering with mystery. The Going Merry cuts through the waves, and for the first time, we see the Grand Line. Strange skies hang above, swirling with colors that don't belong to this world. A bird with wings like sails swoops overhead, its cry echoing across the sea, hinting that this place is alive with secrets. The pace quickens, fast cuts of new dangers. A desert sandstorm rages, swallowing the horizon. A frozen island cracks apart under the weight of something unseen. Then, shadows of ships emerge, pirates more ruthless than any the crew has faced. A figure steps out, hidden in cloak and darkness. The faint sound of his laugh carries like thunder, chilling, calculated, dangerous. Between the chaos, hope shines. A flash of Princess Vivi running through a palace hallway, her voice echoing, "Help me save my people." The Straw Hats stand beside her, their determination unshaken. Quick shots reveal their resolve. Zoro sharpening his blades, Sanji lighting a cigarette before battle, Nami staring at a map with fierce eyes, Usopp loading his sling with trembling hands but steady aim. The music builds with drums and strings. The narrator returns. On these seas, loyalty is tested, and enemies strike from the shadows. A final wide shot shows the Straw Hats looking out at an endless horizon, their ship small against the monstrous seas ahead. The camera pushes closer to their faces, fear mixed with courage, then cuts to black with a single whisper, "Welcome to the Grand Line." The screen opens with a sharp silence, broken only by the metallic clash of swords. Sparks fly as Zoro locks blades with a towering enemy. His face, drenched in sweat and blood, shows no fear, only the unshakable will of a warrior who refuses to fall. His voice cuts through, "If I lose here, I'll never reach my dream." The screen flashes to black. Next, Sanji. His figure emerges from smoke in a ruined alley. Dozens of enemies rush forward, but his kick sends them flying like broken dolls. In slow motion, we see the fire trail from his leg paint the screen before the sound explodes back to full force. His grin sharpens. "For my crew, I'll never hold back." The scene shifts to Nami. She stands in the rain, her hands trembling as she grips her arm. A flash of memory, Arlong's men, her village in flames. Her voice cracks as she whispers, "I won't let the past control me anymore." Tears glisten, but her resolve burns stronger. The music softens for a brief, aching heartbeat, then roars back to life. Usopp appears next, crouched behind cover, shaking as his enemies close in. His hands tremble as he loads his slingshot, but his eyes burn with fire. His voice trembles yet grows stronger. "I may be afraid, but I'll never run." The shot fires, echoing louder than cannons. Finally, Luffy, he steps forward, the storm raging around him. His shadow looms over broken ground as he clenches his fist, eyes blazing with fury. His voice echoes like a vow. "No one hurts my crew and gets away with it. The screen cuts to black, and a sinister voice whispers, "The Grand Line will swallow you whole." Thunder crashes, and the sound of a deep, cruel laugh fades into silence. Asterisk, a single drumbeat echoes. The screen is black. Then the sound explodes as the montage begins. The straw hat flag rips through the storm clouds, snapping proudly in the wind. The music rises, violins cutting sharp, drums pounding like cannon fire. The screen bursts with rapid shots, Zoro striking down a line of enemies with blinding speed, Sanji's flaming kick shattering the ground, Usopp's slingshot sparking as it fires into the sky. The camera cuts to Nami, standing at the helm in the middle of a storm, her hair whipping in the rain. She yells, "Trust me, I'll guide us through." Lightning splits the horizon as the Going Merry crashes through impossible waves. The tension peaks and explosion tears through a desert city. Smoke and fire rise as civilians scream. In the chaos, Princess Vivi collapses to her knees, crying out, "Alabasta will fall if we fail." Her voice shakes, but her hope does not break. The music drops suddenly, replaced by silence. Luffy steps into view, his face shadowed, his hat casting darkness over his eyes. Across from him, Crocodile emerges from smoke, his grin cruel, his body towering with menace. Their footsteps echo as they approach, a storm rumbling above them. Crocodile's voice drips with venom. "You think you can protect them? You're nothing but a boy playing pirate." Luffy clenches his fist. In one final burst of sound, he shouts, "I'll protect my crew, even if it costs me everything." The montage erupts, swords clashing, explosions lighting up the desert, tears mixing with fire and rain. The Straw Hats' shadows stand tall against chaos, then dash silence. The black screen returns. Bold, burning letters appear. One Piece, Season 2-2026. The Netflix logo glows red. The sound of a distant sea roar fading into nothing.